Radioactive 90.4 megahertz, Bangalore's first community radio station. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Get active.
Hello, this is Preeti. The Bhuyan talk show is a platform to speak out your mind. I feel every person has something wonderful and unique inside their mind which may be worth listening, and it may be motivate or inspire others. Preeti's talk is about fitness, inspiration, motivation, sharing knowledge, and celebrating womanhood. Stay tuned, stay connected. This is Preeti with loads of love. Welcome to the Bhuyan talk show. I bring people here in front of you who has something beautiful in their mind, in their heart, which may motivate or inspire you, or maybe it's worth listening. I am the host Bhuyan, and my today's guest is Henna. One beautiful day, I got opportunity to meet Henna. She is a therapist. She is a healer, NLP practitioner. In this difficult time when everywhere COVID is going on, let us know from Henna today what she has to say with us. Welcome to our show.
I'm Henna, and by profession, I'm a therapist and a healer. So I work with different modalities of the universe offers. There's Reiki, there's light, there's meditation, there's breath work, there's hypnotherapy, there's NLP. If you go to see degrees and the diplomas and things like that, but from the heart and from the soul, I think healer.
When you have started,
okay.
And why?
I started about 4 years back. I've done my that was the time I did my NLP. I thought I was very left brain analytical. Everything had to make sense, so NLP provided that space, and so kind of got deeper into it. So did NLP, then did my master diploma, then I did master practitioner where I could train other NLP practitioners, and so that's where the journey started, and then doors just opened, and I kind of
maybe it meant to be your destiny.
Yeah, probably.
Recently there was eclipse, and people say it's a best day to meditate. What do you want to say?
Eclipse holds a lot of heavy energy, and it's the solar eclipse. So forgiving is good, donating is good, releasing a lot of what one holds on to is good, so that there is space for new. If you hold on to old clothes, how will you get space for new clothes, right? It's all cramped then. It's a good day to clean the cupboard of your heart.
And the mind too, maybe.
Mind is anyway too analytical brain, but from the heart, it's good to clean the heart, like how we clean our cupboards. We have spring cleaning. Set new intentions. For your own self, I will let go of this and I will invite positiveness, more love, more compassion, more kindness from the universe. Great day to meditate. Chant any religion, it doesn't really matter. Just chant and release that to the universe and say, whoever needs this blessing, let it go to them, right?
Does it go?
Of course it goes.
I always say, love yourself first.
Yeah.
I love myself first. That is why I keep posting also. My every dialogue is love yourself first. Apart from this also, sometime lifestyle or maybe work schedule, hectic work schedule, make us little tired. We everyone feel sometime unwanted. We feel left out, and we feel ourselves in depression. I want to know how meditation can help and how we can get rid of those unwanted thoughts, unwanted stress, and how to keep ourselves happy. How meditation can help in this.
So there are many types of meditation. I don't think there's one type of meditation. There are lots of meditation. Buddhism itself has like tons of meditation. But if I was to just put two things, one would be there is a meditation for relaxation, which is on like a superficial, which is Band-Aid. And then there are the meditations which you are talking about to go within, right? It's two different things. One is just relaxation. I shut my eyes, I listen to very calming music, and I do deep breaths, and that's about it, right? So after 10 minutes, when I come out of meditation, I'm just
Feel better always.
feel better, right? But how long will that last throughout the day? So the trick is to do something for yourself every day, which will energize you throughout the day, right? So the meditation is actually, why we meditate is to train our mind, because when you shut your eyes, the mind is like a monkey, right? It keeps jumping from one thought to another, and you have you have so many thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts, but every thought is not different. All right, 70% of those thoughts are repetitive, same thoughts, right? So how do we train our mind? You meditate to train your mind so that throughout the day, to be able to go through the mundane and the difficult, you need to train your mind. And how do you train your mind? It's only by meditation. So you stop, you pause, you meditate. And that gap is where you go inward, right? So in that you have different types. One is you have analytical meditation. Then you have mindful meditation. You have vipassana, which is another form of meditation. So there are different types of meditation. It's important for people to know different types and try out what works for them. What might work for me might not work for you,
Okay.
right? But if it is just to calm, then you just put on some, like really soothing music, shut your eyes, take that 10 minutes every day, and it's fine. Otherwise, to actually learn to train your mind is you sit in a particular place at the same time every day. You just have to set your timer for 7 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Start small. You don't have to do this 1 hour, 3 hours. But same place, same time. And why do we do that? We do that because you enter the kitchen, that means there's some food, right? You won't go to the bedroom and think there's food.
Yes.
Bedroom is for sleeping. So when you sit on your meditation, either seat or chair or whatever, your mind is then trained to know that you're meditating. It's already programming that I will meditate here, right? So you're setting the stage. You go to the theater for what? To see a movie.
Right.
It's like that. I will sit on the seat to meditate. You're already in that space. So same day, same time. That means you're training your body and mind that this is the place. You're beginning to train it. You sit for 5 minutes. You start with just watching your breath. All right? From the stomach. So you put all your concentration, all your focus, all your consciousness to your stomach. All right? And just that exhale and inhale, just watching that, you do that. All right? You do that for, you'll get a sense. All right? And then you start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4 exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4 inhale. Then you start increasing those counts. The more numbers you add, the slower your breath. The slower your breath, you're relaxing your mind. And your timer goes off for 10 minutes. Do this every day. Do it for 21 days. Then you increase it for 15 minutes. You increase it for 21. However long you want it. Basically, you're training your mind. Every time your thoughts go somewhere else, you say, come back to my breath. It'll go, but there's an awareness and you say, come back to my breath. That's what meditation is. And in time, then you progress, right? And then you stop using the breath and you start going into shunya, into nothingness. But for that, it's a process. You start with this and then you take it upwards. Right. From the stomach, you come up to the nose, and from the nose, then you go into shunyata. I mean, this is my understanding.
Right.
Yeah.
So here I want to ask, I'm taking my example because here I cannot give others example.
True.
I want to ask you, I get angry and after that, regrets also. Why I did. I should have not done. But it's late because I have done. And I feel sorry also for that yes, I should have not done. But why I have to come to this stage? I should have controlled that time itself. If I can regret after 5 minutes or maybe after half an hour or maybe a day later, why not at that time? So how to control anger then and there itself.
So when you get angry, what happens?
Something which is very big happen, you will cry, you will fight to sort that out. But some silly reasons, some silly things only will make people upset. See, one drastic change or take some problem, you know that how to sort it out, you will fight for that. But so some silly things, maybe see, maybe wet towel is in your bed, maybe you are angry, maybe your bathroom is wet, you are angry. Those are silly reasons, and those makes people more upset. And as I have spoken to many people, if you go and see where is the root, say small things, one day it will become big. Some people I have seen, small things maybe we are keeping in a heart, one day will burst. The family, everybody has to be together for counseling. So where we have to stop it, and how?
So you also said, no, we keep small things in our heart and one day we burst. That's only your answer.
Okay.
Why are you storing?
But if you keep saying same thing, you become like annoying.
No, the other person might feel that you are a nag, can feel that it's annoying, can feel all that, right? But if you say, now for example, you're talking English, I'm talking English. We both understand. What if you spoke Bengali and I spoke Tamil?
Yes. Right.
When we communicate, the onus of the other person understanding is your responsibility. Now, if I want to tell you that please do not put the towel here, all right? It's my responsibility, all right? Do you think if you put the towel and I sit down with you and make you understand that I do not like the towel, I say it once, you don't listen. I say it twice, you don't listen. The third time I'll ask, now this is what I'm going to do if you put the towel because it's annoying me. So you're explaining the journey of your anger to the other person, right? That's how we don't communicate. Once, twice, and we say, okay, fine, leave it. Or, okay, fine, I'll take it in. Okay, fine, that will happen. But it's not okay, right? And anger is good. Who says anger is bad?
Do you think so?
There's white anger, there's red anger, there's black anger. White anger is good.
Okay.
Just if you didn't have anger, everyone would walk over you. Right? So anger is good. It is how good is we need to know. Can't cross a certain thing. Now, for example, if my staff is not coming on time and I don't get angry, they will not come on time.
Right.
Everything in balance. I can't always be on one side, too good or too bad. It doesn't work. Balance. It is important to express hurt, pain, anger, everything. Why is it wrong? Why is anger wrong? If I start breaking things, it is wrong. But if I was to be upset and limited way, show my displeasure, it's right? Because it's upsetting me. I've not reached Buddhahood. I'm still here. I think expression is right.
Communication should be there.
The right way. As you would want to be treated. Would you want to be spoken in a particular way? You need to speak to the other person as much as you would speak to yourself, right? And somewhere make the other person understand that this is not working. It's important, right? We can only do that much. Yeah.
So, another question, my queries, because I have a lot of queries with you today. Do you believe there is something past life?
I do regression work. It's like religion, right? If you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. I believe in it. But I don't know whether it's called past life or because time is linear only in third dimension. It's not in the higher dimensions. And there are parallel lives. So I do believe in we'll just call it past life, but it's technically not past life, right? Because time is linear only here, not beyond. right? But I do believe in karmas. I do believe in somewhere you grow a seed, whether it's good or bad. It's like if today I put a mango seed outside in my garden, a few years later there would be a tree and not one mango will come out of it, right? There will be that many mangoes, and it's only when the causes and conditions of that seed, when they become correct, does the seed become a tree, right? And then when the causes and conditions of that tree are correct based on the rainy season and whatever the tree is, that the fruits come. So based on that, so is karma. I sow a seed of karma based on the causes and conditions in some lifetime, the good or the not so good that I have sown will come back to me. And I do have to repay that debt or collect that debt, whichever, however. And that's how you will have some marriages really wonderful and some not, even though it could be love marriages. Some arranged marriages could be fantastic, some arranged marriage. So it depends. Why then? Right?
I want to ask this question, why?
Okay, so why is somebody born rich or poor? So all should be born same, no?
Yes.
Then everyone's limbs and everyone's body conditions should be same. Everyone's
Yes.
DNA should be same. Everyone's everything should be same.
Should be polite, everybody.
Everyone
That is
should
what
be love, kindness,
I feel sometimes.
happiness. Why is somebody born more intelligent than the others? Those are the imprints that we carry in our soul, right? So we decide. Basically, from this is again what I believe in. I can't say this is true and this everyone has to believe, but this is my belief that we are one consciousness and we are collective consciousness and we come from a source, all right, and you can give it a name as creator, God, and we have all the qualities of that, of him or of that source, just for the lack of I'm using him. So the dark and the light is in him, so is it in me. Everything he has, I have, because I come from him, right? So we are all holograms. We are perfect by ourselves, and yet we make a part of the whole, all right? So if I come from him and I have all his qualities, right? Why do we see difference in each other? Right? So all the lessons that he has and I have to excel in that. All right? Now those are the lessons we have come, because earth is basically a place where we have come to experience these lessons. Earth is a school where you grow through experiences of your life. All right? Now, if I have to learn love and compassion, I will be born in a family that nobody is compassionate, right? So I will only understand and value love and compassion. If I was to learn self-love, I will have been born or married or have in my environment people who are mean to me, because that's the universe saying self-love. We get stuck with a messenger. We blame other people for relationships. But if we pause and say, okay, what is the lesson in that I have come? We have not come here just to be born, grow, eat, sleep, die. We've come for something else. But nobody understands and nobody wants to pause and say, what have we come here for? This lifetime, what have I come here for? Let me sow my seeds for a higher and a better life. We're so stuck with this. You don't understand. You're planting your trees here. So you have to take the fruits now from somewhere. So you will come back. So you might as well plant good trees, right? So why did emperors earlier would plant trees on the sides of the roads? Today, of course, the politicians don't do jack. But earlier the kings would, right, to give shade. So that when you rest, there's comfort. That's what you're doing to your life. You plant seeds this life so that there's comfort in your next life. And that's how we have comfort this life, because we would have planted something, some life. Right? You're just repaying or you're collecting. Any one of the two. right? So that's why you'll find some people might be really mean people this lifetime, but lead such good lives. And you wonder how can they be so?
Yes, some people are there.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Like, and they never get caught. Some seed of some lifetime is working good this lifetime, and they've chosen to encash it this lifetime. That's it. And you just have to value that part. That doesn't mean that it's gone scot-free, but you understand that's why it is. Right? You look at it from a more higher purpose kind of yourself.
Another thing I want to ask you, forgive and forget. How do you define that? It's a good time, and I'm lucky today that I am sitting here right in front of you and learning so many things. Maybe that is my karma.
No, we've met last birth somewhere.
Maybe.
Right?
And you have to give me something good.
Yeah, I must have taken something from you.
Must be.
Must be.
And that is why maybe I am taking, or maybe I'm saying I'm learning so many things today. As you said, healing. Yes. Though we do not express sometime, everybody needs sometime some soft touch in our mind, in our heart, in our brain. I say it's soft touch. So I say maybe a hug also heals something.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. So I always feel I'm a person with lots of love. I'm an organ donor. No, I feel love for everyone. I do not have enemy in this world.
Okay.
But sometime in between also, you will face some situation where you'll come to know the world is not as you think. And that hurts. So I forgive. But brain never says you forget.
So this has three parts to it. One is when I said that somebody has sown a good seed somewhere, and this birth, it's kind of coming up, right? So when you say that some people are like this, some people are like that, you have to understand that that's how they are, right? Some seed has popped up and it's fine. And I also spoke about collective consciousness. We all are a part of one. Why do we think the other person is different from us? Right? We all think. Right? Only my child, my husband, my this, and we define relationships.
Right.
But beyond that relationship, we don't look at people randomly on the road and say you and me are from the same source. If we stop looking from the skin perspective, from human being perspective, and look from the soul perspective, all of us will be kinder, gentler, loving, kind, or compassionate, all of that. But we get stuck in the costume that we are wearing. Right? We define everybody with status, intelligence, social standing, so many things. We've stopped looking at people as souls. I think, but if we start looking at everybody on a soul level, forgiveness and forgetfulness, forgetting whatever anyone does will become very natural. And it's like a domino effect. If everybody collectively thinks like that, but that's not, it's a lot to ask, I think. Yeah. But when things become too much, then the universe has a way of putting things, like the COVID.
Right.
If the universe wants us to spend time with family, and we're not doing this, to go back to our roots, to go back to ancient wisdom, to go back to our ancestral knowledge, it stopped, right? It stopped. That's never happened. The whole the whole world collectively stopped.
Yes.
So this is the universe's way of saying, or the higher energy, or the source, or God, whatever we call, of saying stop. And things will also not progress. Things are not going to progress. You will have things in 2027. You will have things happening that will tell us stop. Stop.
So only thing is, nature is giving us, intimation.
Yeah.
Only thing is, we have to understand,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
have to keep steps according to
Yeah.
that.
So the universe actually told us stop, pause, reflect, go within. So instead of running around in bigger circles, Now we run around with Zoom. We run around with other things. Just the circumference of where we ran has become smaller. Earlier we ran bigger circles.
Yes.
Now we're running circles inside the house. Circles inside the brain, right? Today I have this class, I have this Zoom thing, today I have to talk this, then this. I think people need entertainment. We're not in the place to sit still with ourselves. This was meant to sit still. We just came up with different ways to keep ourselves entertained, right?
We are not going to, describe about COVID and all, because everybody knows about it now. If you say in one way, COVID has very positive point, because we are spending time with family, we are resting ourselves, we are going within ourselves.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there are disturbing part also.
Yeah.
Many people are disturbed. Maybe it's because of maybe they are staying inside the house, maybe due to the business, maybe due to the lack of money, or maybe due to our mindset.
Correct.
It may be.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask you how to spend quality time with your near and dear one.
You can only be with someone if you want to. It has to come from within. You want to want.
Okay.
The need to spend time, the need to give time. Right? Today we give money, we give gadgets, we give things, but the need to give time to someone should come from within. Nobody can force anyone in that. That having said that part, when our mind only is not in our control, we are giving the remote of our mind to our brain. Right? If we control our mind, right? And if we say, no, I will do this, who can stop?
Right.
If I say I have to get fit, the one who will get fit is also me, the one who will not get fit is also me. Correct? But who will take that journey?
I have to.
Yeah. And for that, can you take a half journey? So for that you have to be in control, right? In control of what? You have to be in the driver's seat of your mind to say, I will do this. But if you are never going to do that, and if you give your control away, how will you do that? Right? So the happiness which everybody says, I will be happy with X, Y, Z, is a state of mind. Have you ever told your children while growing up, we discuss so many things, but have we ever discussed about souls and compassion and love and generosity and everybody is the same? And truly teach them not by just words. Children learn through actions, right? We've stopped teaching all these things because we're so caught up in this rat race. What is the rat race? Like you said, better phone, better clothes, better position, better money, better car. I have a better car, how do I upgrade that? If I have this, how do I upgrade that? Right? Why are we never satisfied? If we are complete within ourselves. So there's something which in therapy we have which is called the void. Okay, there's some void in us which gets filled only with either materialistic things or sex or addictions, or drinking, smoking, food. That completes us. That's why you have people, when people come to me for therapy and they have, like I have people who are addicted to sex or porn, or they'll be addicted to food. Okay, let's take food. Alright, they're stressed and people eat. Why? It's completing something in them, right? It's giving them some satisfaction, right? So that's a void. So in therapy, if you work on that void, what is the void that I have? All right? That incompleteness that I have. Because only that incompleteness that I have is completed by something which is external. But if I go within and I am complete, I don't need anything else. Right? And that's a journey one has to take. These are the journeys we have come to take. I have to find myself.
Right.
We never ask, who am I?
True.
We have to ask, who am I? We only want to see the good in us.
Yes, that is.
But if we work on our shadows, First, work on your shadows. The light always shines then.
So, as you said that everything is addiction, I'll tell you. The need is addiction.
Yeah.
Can any therapies help to get rid of this?
Yeah, so in hypnotherapy, we have a particular thing for smoking. It's called smoking session. It's a 5-day therapy. It's all over the world. Hypnotherapists use it. But if my take on it, not looking into smoking, but I will look into any form of not addiction, but any form of how do I put it, obsession, or desire, need, craving. All right. So I had a client who used to drink a lot. All right, and he would drink every day, maybe 5-6 pegs, and he said, he came and he said, I need to get this removed. I don't want to drink anymore. So he said, do hypnotherapy. And I said, I'm not going to do, because even though through hypnotherapy you can, right? But it is your will that will take you forward, right? And if there is an incomplete void, whatever I do in some time, it'll come back. So get that will strong. So for how to get the will strong is to go within and find what is that void. So we worked on that. We worked on the void. We found all his voids, cleared that, got in more positiveness in him, then did the therapy, and it worked. And it's 6 years, right? Now, why I say 6 years was when I started NLP, I've known him from a longer time, and we've known him from that long. And this was one of the things that I tried, and that's how it attracted me to therapy. Like, we worked on stuff like that. It is your own confidence and completeness in your own self. That's it. I used to weigh 86 kgs.
Don't tell me, I can't believe.
This was 27 years back.
Okay.
One day, my dad said, if you're going to do this, you are destroying your own self. Said, this is it. I'm going to get fit. And I've never looked back. Once you set your mind, and once you have the will, you're just there. No one can stop you.
Superb.
Yeah, so I think all of us, right? I mean, if you set your mind, you set your mind to do this interview, look at what all happened and you got it, right?
Yes.
It's set your mind. Even though a lot of things happened that it shouldn't happen.
I'll complete it.
Yes. And it completed.
Yes.
So I think we all need to just believe in ourselves. And why did you say, no, I need to complete it? You said, right, I am a person. If I set out something, I complete it. You said it.
I said it. Yes.
If all of us did that with our souls and said, I'm going to find you and complete you this lifetime, who can stop us?
Superb.
Yeah? Okay.
If people want to reach you,
Okay.
where they can reach you?
So I work from my therapy center is Stride. It's in Cunningham Road. You can Google Stride, and that's where I work from. But because of COVID and because of social distancing, you can. I would appreciate if anyone could, if there are any queries, can text me or WhatsApp me at 9844111230.
It's really wonderful talking to you. Learned so many things today.
Thank you. Really, yeah, I think you're showing unknowingly, the biggest gift, like what I said, what you're doing is giving to unknown people. We always give, you have your names written, everyone gets that appreciation and acknowledgement. But you don't know who's hearing your talk, and somewhere someone is getting benefited and you have no clue.
Yes.
And that's really an amazing thing. and incredible. So like I kept saying, your energies are very what do you say, sattvic kind of.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But it's an honor. It truly is.
I'm privileged too.
Yeah, it's an honor to get to meet you and to be a part of this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is Preeti from the Preeti Bhuyan Talk Show with Radioactive 90.4 MHz. If you have any suggestion or want to share your own incredible story, you can reach us out on Facebook, Insta, Twitter and YouTube. Until next time, this is Preeti. Keep listening, keep loving, keep inspiring.
Radioactive 90.4 MHz, Bangalore's first community radio station. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Get active.